All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she be down the ride, oh, I bet that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How are you, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. Check out the pinned comment. Is there for you. Listen, I made a video probably 2 months ago about a specific bill that was about to be passed in the, upper government in regards to the union, in regards to us paying dues, and that coupled with this new postmaster that will be in, I guess, confirmed beginning of July, causes a big problem. So this is an urgent message to all postal workers. I don't have the answer for it, but let me explain exactly what's going on. I'm going to try to break it down the best way I can in the layman terms. So some people say, oh man, you take some time. Not everybody comprehends what's going on. It takes me a while. So let me try to break it down. Washington, D.C. has a group of anti-union lawmakers basically trying to destroy your paycheck, your rights, and your union. Right now, they're trying to extend from 3 years, top three. For those that know, you know what I'm talking about. For those that don't know, please go ask somebody. To 5 years, which is just amazing. From 3 to 5 years, that's what they base your retirement off of. And if we don't try to stand up for something and stop them, this could be the beginning of the end for everything that we've been fighting for. I listened to the podcast with the gentleman from out in west coast of Florida. He was on somebody's show talking about it, so I had to look into it. But the end is actually on the APWU's website right now. They call it the Paycheck Protection Act, but it's a lie. The bill is HR 21744. That's what it is. Again, I did a full video on it maybe 2 months ago, but it's really a direct attack on every postal worker in America and every union worker that's left in the federal government. They count on you all not to pay attention. And this is why a lot of us will sit there and lay down and like, oh, we got our contract. We're dealing with the next contract. This is bigger than that. This is bigger than that. First, they want to basically eliminate payroll deduction for union dues. You know how I feel about that? They shove the paper in your face. But right now, you're paying dues. It's simple, automatic, and it's voluntary. You slide in the paper, it comes out. But the bill is designed to make it harder to fund the union. A lot of you guys are like, man, I don't care. F the union. I get it. We're pretty upset with what's going on. But the reason that they want to do that is because if you have to try to send them a check every couple weeks, more than likely you're not going to do it. And if the union runs out of money, this is what will end up happening. There won't be people there to negotiate strong contracts. We can say, well, they didn't do that already. There's no more fighting grievances. So regardless of whether or not they fight a grievance on your behalf, you, the person, they do bigger grievances on larger scales. We know that. And there's the one that everybody needs is there's no more protection when management is attacking you or they come for your job, basically. Because shit, let's keep it real. Half of the people that work here wouldn't have a job if the union wasn't protecting them. They basically want the union weak, divided, and powerless. Damn, Jay, you sound like you siding with the union. I never said I was anti-union. Just understand that. We want a powerful union. That's what we need. And it's not just about union dues, really. It targets what I just said before, the TSP deductions. They want to cut off every tool that we have. TSP deductions. That's how we able to survive later in life. It is really moving fast. It just passed the committee in 1 week. It just passed. Then it goes to the House for a vote. Guess what they're doing? They're voting. And if it passes, it's one step closer to being law. There would be less wins at the bargaining table. Again, some people feel like we lost. And I always say we because we're all postal workers. We lost when Renfro and that whole foolishness. Grievances won't be as strong, and we'll lose a lot more because they won't be able to afford lawyers. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. A lot of people are, man, look, I'm not paying my dues. The dues fund the lawyers. The dues fund things that we don't always look at. You know, I talk a lot of trash because I don't want to pay this guy this large paycheck because the dues do come out of that as well. But the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, the intricate details, that's what your union dues fund as well. Just so we understand. All right. And basically, if we don't have the union, there will clearly be more layoffs, more discipline, which sometimes I think they need some discipline. Some people, I don't like the word discipline. Some people need to be fired. But more abuse. We can't deal with abuse. We just can't. Because without the stronger union, management becomes, more tyrants. They can do whatever they want. Now understand, they would lose theirs as well. Things would change dramatically where you would have no unions. They would be able to, y'all be able to start doing things in the law, going to a lawyer to say, hey, look, man, there's some harassment here. So it does open the door for something else if the unions weren't involved. But let's talk about what the unions do. The reason they do it, number one, the new postmaster, I'm not going to say he hates unions, but he's been known to be a union buster. He's straight crushed them. He's minimized forces. They hate when people sit there and they come together collectively and they try to fight for fair wages and safe workplaces, which is basically what all unions do that, whether it be the auto workers, whether it be the dock workers. Every union basically tries to fight for that's their basis behind it, fair work. On the podcast, they say calling your representative is not enough, but we need to really start somewhere. You have to call your representative. You have to make the voices that we have heard. And sometimes you have to go to the media and explain your frustrations. Now, it's not a direct attack on, the post office itself, but you want them to say, look, like how we said, hands off our post office. You want to try to bring the public into it so that the public understands what's at stake. A lot of the public do not like us because some people give us a bad name, but a majority of them do. At the end of the day, a majority of them do. I'll start getting the mail back to these people on time. But if this plays out the right way, the union will basically run out of money damn near by Christmas. Your contract will become worthless because there will be nobody to enforce your contract. The management would basically start firing people with no consequences back to them. It's not like you'll be able to come back, no protection. This is not fear mongering. This is exactly what happened. If you guys look it up, there was prison guards in Texas, and they passed a similar law. The law, it was passed in 2017. I am referencing some things right now. The SB 7, which ended payroll deductions of union dues for public employees, including correctional officers. The results were the union membership dropped 40% amongst prison guards. Texas A&M study. The Texas Correctional Union lost 60% of its revenue, and remaining members had to pay dues manually via checks online, creating friction. And what ended up happening is the union funding got cut in half, and they lost a lot of workers, and the guards were doing damn near 80-hour work week and privatization was basically coming to their workforce. It was just a real nasty thing. So these things have happened. It's one of these videos where I don't really know how to deliver the message. I can't emphasize the urgency enough because people don't follow. I hate politics. I really do. But unfortunately, this situation is on a political basis. And we just have to basically reach out to our own people that represent us in our areas and say, look, man, I'm not okay with this. I'm a federal worker, and, this is going to affect me directly. And it's not going to affect you directly. It's going to affect all federal workers, whether it be the TSA, whether it be the Social Security Administration, any of the federal workforce. This is basically what will happen to them. And if we are privatized, you end up underneath that thing that the president was talking about, the other department, and you don't have a union. Man, I'm telling you, y'all think you can't stand your union now. If you didn't have your union protections, we are going to be damaged. Again, I apologize if this video seems... I'm choosing my words carefully. Again, there's too many people like, oh, Jay, you're political. No, I'm not trying to be political, man. I'm just trying to pass what's going on. And these messages are becoming very difficult to deliver because people always want to say, well, no, Jay. Man, I just want people to be aware of what's really going on. And I mean, this place has taken good care of me overall. And I don't have a lot of negative to say in regards to my paycheck, into regards of how I am now. But it took me through hell and high water to get where I'm at now. I don't think that people need to have to go through that just to get to smooth sailings. I had videos years ago where it's like, get past your 3-4 year mark, then you're in the smooth sailings. And now it's like every day, whether you're 5 years in, 10 years in, 15 years in, it's always a struggle, always a battle, crossing crafts, dealing with management. You guys attacking management, you're dealing with your union working against you. This is really, really, really starting to become complex. And a lot of people in the comments are saying, we really need to revamp this system from within, build it from the ground up, drain the swamp. I hate to use those words, but I agree. There's a lot of things we need to get rid of. And that brings me back to my infamous saying of changing the culture. We have to learn to stand together. I've never been in a company that has been more divisive than this. I've always been, trucking companies, and I've always driven trucks, whatever company it was with. But this place is really, really toxic and divided. And it's amongst each other. It really is. It's 2-tier pay systems. It's multi-unions. It's levels of management. It's supervised. It is wild. They really need to restructure this. I do not believe that the people that are here at the moment would survive. Half the people would not survive if they went and decided to bring this, got rid of the unions and bring it public or private. This would fail. My opinion, a lot of people would not be here. But again, keeping my opinion out of it, showing you what the reality is. The reality is that the bill did pass, the one that people say, no, it ain't gonna pass. They just is hype. Well, it passed the lower level. Now Congress, I believe it's today, depending on when you're watching it, they have to vote, and they shoved it in there. So we'll see. Once it gets past Congress, it got to go up to the Senate. So before it was just a thought. Now it's in motion within a week. Again, some of the article that I got some of the information from is on the APWU website. And I didn't get to the NALC website to check that at all. But there is some urgency behind it. This is not really a popular topic, but please share some of this information, even if it's not from me sharing this video. Just try to, go on the APWU website and share the article in regards to what's going on, so people kind of have a better understanding. This is not an easy message to deliver. For those that sit there in the comment and try and troll something, there's people that can't even talk in front of a camera. This is not the easiest thing. I know I make it look fun. It's really not. Y'all be on the shit. I know I'll be on my shit too. But it used to be fun talking shit back and forth with y'all. This is becoming complicated. And Steven Torres, New York, please email me. I know you write comments and sometimes you don't go back, but I asked you to email me the other day. You said something about you were thinking about quitting, or at the end of the day. Please email me. I don't have your phone number. If I did, I don't know where it's in my phone. I want to chop it up with you. All right. For everybody else that tries to reach out to me, it is becoming very, very complex to talk to people for more than 3 minutes. You have to understand, there's literally hundreds of people that are reaching out to me at the same time. Text messages galore. Hey man, you don't know who this is? And it's embarrassing. I'm like, yeah, I don't. Please don't take that offensively either. I try my best to get information or plug you in with people that can help you in your situation. I've heard every situation that's possible a man. I thank the ones that have reached out to me and shared information with me as well, from the people sitting way up top that, they want to remain anonymous, right down to the people I work side by side with. I thank you for that. There are some things that I am not at liberty to share because I feel like, just not yet. I don't have enough knowledge about some of these topics. Later on, I will, but thank you for the ones that are sharing the information. Yeah, this is JH. And look some of this stuff up for yourself, because this is coming in strong. Effing with our paychecks, the TSP, not good. All right, I'm out.